Welcome back to Clark's Ring Rant. Let's get straight into today's video. So, as expected, Filip Hrgovic beats Dave Allen in convincing, one-sided fashion and appears to now be on the cusp of a huge fight against Moses Itauma. Let's talk about it. As always, just do me a favour, drop a like on this video, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. We're so close to 100 subscribers. Thank you, back into the video. So we saw the fight, no real surprises there. It went as I expected it to. The only shock to me was it was stopped as soon as it was. It was stopped in the third round. Jamie Moore in the corner, he'd seen enough. It was just one-way traffic. Dave Allen was taking a beating. And he's a very tough guy, Dave Allen. He's a tough fighter. He's never been down. He's only ever had corner retirements or he's been stopped on his feet. And Filip Hrgovic isn't a massive puncher, but he's accurate, he's consistent, he punches hard enough. Dave Allen could have taken a sustained beating in there tonight. You know, one like Fabio Wardley did last weekend, and those are the sort of fights that do damage to your health. They take years off your life, not just off your career. So Jamie Moore did the sensible thing. He looked after his fighter. He's got a young family. He's got 2 kids. Saved him for another day. The fight itself went pretty much as I expected, and most people. Filip Hrgovic, he set about Dave Allen straight away. He put it on him. He was forcing him back, stalking him behind that jab. The jab is very accurate. He might look slow, Hrgovic, but he's very accurate. He doesn't waste shots. There's no tell on his punches. You take a fighter like Daniel Dubois, for example, or Anthony Joshua, Fabio Wardley. They telegraph their punches a lot more than Hrgovic does. Hrgovic is right. It gets to the target very, very quickly. It's a straight punch. He can arc it. He can change the angle. He can loop it. And you don't see it coming. There's not much tell on it. Whereas Fabio Wardley, for example, in his fight last week, he was winding that right hand up all the way from Ipswich, and Daniel Dubois could see it a mile off. He moved out of the way, counter. You don't really get that opportunity with Hrgovic because he's sneaky, he's accurate, there's not much tell on his punches, he don't need much leverage. He gets it off well. Anyway, Dave Allen was eating those right hands from early on, and the writing appeared to be on the wall. Hrgovic was backing him up, he was hitting him with body shots, he was even hitting him with left hooks. I've not really seen Hrgovic throw many left hooks in his previous fights, but he found a home for it here against Dave Allen. Dave Allen, again, not really much head movement. Dave Allen's not a back foot fighter. He went onto the back foot here against Hrgovic, and it wasn't working for him. He was shipping a lot of punishment from early, and you had the feeling that he was going to get stopped. It was just going to be a case of how much punishment he can take. And he ate some big shots in there from Hrgovic, but it was all one-way traffic. There was absolutely nothing coming back from Dave Allen. Nothing for Hrgovic to worry about, nothing to deter him, nothing to put a dent in him. Hrgovic probably got the best chin out of the elite heavyweights, and there were some people hoping Dave Allen could maybe wing in a big overhand right, stumble him, open up a cut. That was Dave Allen's only real route to success in this fight, but he couldn't manage that. He was outclassed. It was a mismatch. We saw levels in there tonight, and Dave Allen should have probably never been in the ring with Hrgovic. It was only ever a keep busy fight for Hrgovic, a tick over, and a high-paying tick over. There's not many people of the calibre of Dave Allen that Filip Hrgovic could have fought and got weighed in financially like he did tonight. So Filip Hrgovic must have not believed his luck when the phone rang from Frank Warren, said, "We've got Dave Allen, a stadium fighter, main eventer, and we're going to pay you X amount." I bet he couldn't believe it. But anyway, Hrgovic moves on. There's been some talk of an Itauma fight. That seems to be the next fight for him. He was asked about it. He was a bit non-committal. He said he'd got to go away. He'd got to look at his cuts when they think he's going to be ready. We know Moses Itauma's talking about a fight in August, so that's a pretty quick turnaround for Filip Hrgovic. I think he wants to see the contract first, just make sure he's not getting screwed over. He doesn't want to be a sacrificial lamb to Moses Itauma. Filip Hrgovic has got goals, aspirations. He still wants to be a world champion. And hey, I'm of the belief that given the current heavyweight landscape, Fury's on his way out, Usyk's on his way out, it's going to be the Wild West and it's going to be a bit of a free-for-all over the next few years. I think Filip Hrgovic is more than good enough to pick up a belt. I'd pick him to beat Fabio Wardley. I'm not just saying that in the aftermath of Wardley's loss. I think that Hrgovic is capable of winning a world title. He was competitive with Dubois. Look at what Dubois has gone on to do. Hrgovic will have his eyes set on a world title. He's not just going to come in, roll over, and be cannon fodder for Moses Itauma. If he's going to take that fight, he's going to want some very serious financial compensation. He's not going to be a B-side. He's not going to come in and be a knockover job. He wants to be paid well because Moses Itauma, no one wants to fight him. Hrgovic v Itauma, I think it's a good fight. Hrgovic is tough. I think he can ask him a few more questions, but I don't know. Can he deal with the hand speed, the foot speed of Moses Itauma? I think it'll definitely be Itauma's toughest fight. Hrgovic ain't going anywhere without a fight, but we'll see. And also, for Hrgovic, I don't mind the Daniel Dubois rematch. They've both gone away since the first fight. They've had a couple of fights. Hrgovic has looked really, really impressive since then. Daniel Dubois, you know, the form's up and down. Hey, if Daniel Dubois is looking for a voluntary defence, why not have Filip Hrgovic? I think he's more than earned his shot in the last few years. And as for Dave Allen, where does he go from here? Listen, Dave Allen should never have been in the ring with Filip Hrgovic. I said it in my pre-fight video. He was outclassed and beaten by Makhmudov, and Hrgovic and Makhmudov aren't even in the same stratosphere in terms of ability, toughness, durability, punch selection. Hrgovic is better than Makhmudov in every aspect, hand speed, foot speed, coordination as well. And he was able to stick Dave Allen on the end of the jab, so I never really gave Dave Allen much of a chance in this fight, and that proved to be the case. But, you know, Dave Allen is a ticket seller, he's popular, and he's able to get these big fights time and time again, even though he never really steps up to the plate. And maybe it's just a case of he's not good enough to be in the ring with someone like Filip Hrgovic. But for Dave Allen, next, get him back down to, you know, sort of that British level. Just try and win a British title. You know, we've got Richard Riakporhe. I mean, I picked Richard Riakporhe to beat Dave Allen, to be fair. But just get Dave Allen in good, competitive, domestic fights. Don't keep giving him a knockover job and then sending him up to world level and feeding him to the Lions. Just get him in competitive fights. He's made a lot of money. So I think now, in the twilight of his career, he's taking a lot of punishment. Dave Allen don't really need to be in the game too much longer, but hey, if he wants to keep fighting, who am I to tell him no? Just match him, manoeuvre him carefully, and just let him try and win that British title, because there's nothing really else left for Dave Allen. We know his level, we know what he's capable of, we know what he can do, we know the sort of fighters he can beat, you know, the Johnny Fishers of this world. So take him away, stick him on some undercards, and just manoeuvre him for a British title shot. I don't want to see Dave Allen in there against a world level fighter again, because it's just a complete mismatch. But yeah, Filip Hrgovic beats Dave Allen. The corner pulled him out in the third round. It was one-way traffic. The fight was only going to go one way. They saved Dave Allen from further punishment. But what do you think? Itauma versus Hrgovic next? Where does Dave Allen go? Don't forget to like this video. Drop your thoughts and suggestions for potential next fights in the comments below. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.